friend from Boston, Mike Gordon.
Okay.
And he funded my film company when I was like 25, broke me in, and then like crazy, he just
Not a bad team to support. To be
Yeah.
fair.
Didier Drogba is why I fell in love with the game.
yeah. Didier Drogba got me into football originally.
That
Yeah.
I understand. He was an
Wasn't he
outstanding player.
Amazing, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, for
But
sure.
who was your hero when you were little?
Well, it depends. I had Marius Trésor. I don't know if you know, but he was from Guadeloupe. He was, the
You know him, don't you?
he was the hero of my dad. So obviously the hero of my dad would automatically be my hero. Then obviously I had Platini, Tigana, and that French team. But Marco van Basten was my guy.
Who I didn't know till I worked with David. And
Marco van Basten was my guy.
Incredible.
Yes,
Incredible.
Everything a 9 needs to have.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Well, and I'm also good friends with your friend Ezra. Yeah, Ezra and I, we were neighbors in Brooklyn for, until I moved to London for a minute, but yeah.
Hey, what about you? Micah, what are you doing there?
No, come on. If anyone, I would give him my seat. I mean, we have some people try to take my seat, but no one could take my seat.
Micah wants to be an actor.
We always said we always wanted to
Micah
be
wants to be an actor.
That's what he told me.
In which movie? Where do you see him? Where do you see him?
I could see him in a Guy Ritchie movie easily.
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah, we should introduce him to Guy, David.
Oh, he did?
did last year?
We did a year ago.
It didn't work out.
We can do the remake of the first Friday. You remember Friday?
Yeah.
He can be Debo.
That's not a compliment.
Debo is coming.
No, man. No, but we had fun. We had fun. It was nice there.
So it's, I guess, to some extent, it's Arsenal versus PSG in the final.
It is. It is.
Yeah, but
I know he's not
he played
really-
with so many teams that at one point it can be any team in the final.
That's true. That's true.
What do you think?
It's a big game.
No, look. By the way, on the night, the best team won, even from Paris, and so they went about it a different way today. Like what we saw last Tuesday is two teams that were trying to win a game, and I was trying to say that before you arrived, that we saw tonight a team that didn't want to lose a tie anymore.
Yes.
The way they went about it, Paris Saint-Germain, and what Luis Enrique offered, because you have Nuno Mendes taking a yellow card early doors into the game. You have to defend on Michael Olise. You don't have Hakimi. So suddenly, how are you going to defend and how are you going to come out? So what did they do? You will see it. We don't want to talk about it. Nuno Mendes stayed. They built in the free. Warren Zaire-Emery, now on the ball and off the ball, was giving them the overload inside. And what Luis Enrique offered there, staying in a 3v3 at the back with Bayern Munich. Yes, he was brave a different way. It wasn't so much about total football, but he was brave with the way he went about it, with the shape of the team. And he got his reward.
Were you hopeful for more from Bayern?
I always felt PSG were a level above Bayern in the first game, and I was almost surprised how well Bayern played in the first game. Yeah, but let's not forget, at one stage it was 5-2.
Yeah.
To PSG. So I think they probably shot themselves in the foot a little bit. But when you look at the middle of midfield, and obviously, David, you know that position better than any of us. I mean, when you look at Vitinha in that, Neves in there, I mean, I went back a few years and it almost reminds me a little bit of that Barcelona midfield.
Yeah.
That's how, the real quality in there, isn't
I mean,
it?
they controlled the midfield, as simple as that. And when you control the midfield, then it's, it's when you said, did you expect more from Bayern? PSG just controlled the game. It's like what Thierry just said. They controlled the game. It was a team that didn't want to lose the tie, and that's how they played. And I think when you control certain parts of the pitch, it's hard to break through.
In terms of the final now, how do you expect Arsenal to play PSG?
Thierry?
Hey, listen, I woke up with a smile this morning. I said it, 20 years for us to go in our only second final. And then being in a situation to compete for the league, and it looks like we might. Again, I'll stay in my lane. But, it's 22 years in the league, 20 years to go back in the final. I woke up with a smile. I don't know. I would like to think, although we still didn't lose in Europe, we didn't concede a lot of goals. That counts for something. But Paris Saint-Germain will have the experience, obviously, of knowing what it is to win it. And when you cross that line, you don't have the fear of winning anymore. Sometimes the fear of winning, I always say, is bigger than the fear of losing. So hopefully we're going to go there, be brave, but we have to beat and battle against the champions. And that won't be easy. We know that.
Are you nervous?
I think, I'm usually okay. but I think I will be nervous in that final. Yes, I will be, because they're about to do something that I couldn't do myself, and because I'm an Arsenal fan, that's all you want. You want your team to win. I want to experience it. I didn't experience it as a player. The second thing I can experience it as is a fan. So hopefully it's gonna happen. But when you see the way Paris Saint-Germain played tonight, they can kill you in both style. They can kill you on the ball, scoring more goals than you, and they can also neutralize you. And obviously it was 1-1 because Harry Kane scored. They can also beat you like that, although they didn't win on the game, but you understand what I'm saying. So they have everything that they need to have, but we've been pretty resilient, difficult to score against. We don't over-create, but when we do create, we end up putting the ball in the back of the net. So different style, if you can say. Let's see who's going to win that one.
How proud? Sorry.
No, you
how
go.
proud was you seeing the fans the way they were in that stadium last night?
Listen, I never saw the Emirates like that, or I didn't see Highbury like that in Europe. We have to be honest, and we all know you guys played in some big stadium that sometimes, as we call it, in front of the 12th man, which is the crowd, will bring you places in Europe. But I have to say, you know when, and I'm sure it's the same way, I was happy for the Arsenal nation. I was happy for Mikel Arteta. I was happy for Bukayo Saka. I tried to make him talk yesterday, be emotional, but he went back into the seriousness. If you play, you're on the field, you're not going to start to talk about your struggle and everything, which I understand. I would have done the same thing, but because I'm here, I wanted to make people understand that it's not easy to be there. And I wanted to be there. Obviously, I had a job to do, but you know who was there? My kids. And for a very long time, those guys were looking at me and said, why did you do that to us, to support Arsenal? You know, why that? And I'm like, what do you mean, why that? You got to support your team. And for the first time yesterday, when I waited for them at breakfast, they came and they had a bigger smile than me. So
amazing.
I was like, you see, it can happen. Okay, we waited a long time. By the way, nothing still happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Understand me well. Let's not, get too carried away. We are in the final. I'm over the moon about that. But then you don't want to lose the final, because I still have it here. I still have nightmares about it. And, so I'm sure you guys remember final that you lost. It's not easy to digest overall. But look, it looks like we are okay at the minute. Let's see what we're going to do against West Ham. But to see the joy on the face of my kids was priceless.
Very cool. Love that. David, the next time we're going to see you is Budapest.
Yep.
Fisher, we hope next season or whenever. You know, you're always welcome.
You just come in when
You're
he
just
wants.
always welcome.
But
Yeah,
Jamie
we love you.
Jamie did after the game, the first leg, you would say, I think Bayern has a bit of an advantage, right? I remember, or no?
No, that was probably Micah.
Oh, it's Micah. Sorry, that was Micah.
If you don't blame me.
Yeah, it was Micah's fault. That's right. Sorry, it was Micah's
Anyway, we've got to get Beckham off game.
Yes, we do. We do.
Why is the team over there going crazy?
Oh, no, but can
You
somebody
don't.
take a picture?
Yeah, I'll take a picture. Hold on.
Thanks.
Let me
Okay.
take a picture.
Anyway.